What's up, people? It's your man Herbal Lover coming from your mama's basement. Man, a lot to talk about. I had two videos that both been uploaded. One on Kawhi Leonard, and also the one I was talking about the media, how they constantly just find negative things to say about the young players. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about the media first. So what I'm gonna do is, based on the fact that these videos are taking too long to upload, because they were videos that was out that I made yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And I don't know, for some reason my cell phone it's taking forever to upload. So I can't wait on them things. There's too much information coming out, too much hot topics, and I want to make sure I stay in the loop. Based on the fact that I do work a lot, but I still want to make sure I bring as much information I can to you guys. So before we get started, sip on my wine. Alright, the media. Alright, Lonzo Ball and Kuzma, they've been going at each other on Twitter for a long time. Kuzma was actually the person who actually started all this, the Twitter jokes. It was all fine and dandy until Lonzo brought up this diss track. See, one thing this is one thing I really hate about the media, especially when they're real biased. The whole time that Kuzma was actually getting on Lonzo and Josh and all them, even on Shannon Fry. Oh, the media had something. They ain't had nothing to say about that. But soon as Lonzo bring out a diss track, oh, now you got to get rid of Lonzo. We got to trade Lonzo because LeBron James is not going to come here with somebody like that, with that young child mentality, because look at LeBron James. He's about winning, this and that. And then they fairly forget about J.R. Smith. I mean, over the course of years of him and LeBron playing together, I mean, J.R. Smith had always been a benefactor of fun. No pun intended. But yet they try to find fault in Lonzo and say, like, they need to trade him. The Lakers don't need him because it looked bad. Publicity, especially if you're trying to get the likes of LeBron James. And his father come out once again, open his big mouth, and states that, hey, if LiAngelo don't get picked up by the Lakers, basically reinstating what he said a while back, that if LiAngelo don't get, picked up by the Lakers, when Lonzo contract is up and all that, or when he get the option, he gonna take his, son somewhere else, because he really want to focus on having the sons on one team. That'd be the first time in history that three brothers played on one team. And he said he don't care if it's the Milwaukee Bucks or whoever. And I understand where LeVar Ball is coming from, based on the simple fact that, he want to continue to push the big baller brand. He want to make sure that his brand is out there, his product, his merchandise. And he want to make sure that his kids are all on one team where they actually can showcase it. But here's something that just popped up. Now, Kawhi Leonard finally came out. Like I said before, and I told you guys, I don't really deal highly with rumors unless I hear it from the horse's mouth or from the camp that actually are interacting with that such player. Kawhi Leonard come out and finally said, like, he's done. He went out. He's tired of them about his injury. He went out. Now, here's the thing, though. I know everybody pumped about it. Now, remember I stated, see, that's why I wish I dropped that video, because that video, the video that I made, I actually stated on there that they could trade Lonzo for Kawhi Leonard, well, Lonzo and Brandon Ingram, because you already got, because the thing is, you got three small forwards. If LeBron and PG-13 come, and then if they get Kawhi, somebody on that small forward spot got to roll, and the one that's going to be the odd man out is probably Brandon Ingram. But here's the thing. Based on the fact that Lonzo Ball and Kuzma are good, see, that's the thing. See, you would think that they would try to get rid of Lonzo Ball or trade Lonzo Ball and Kuzma because they're good friends. But I think they see a lot in Kuzma. Plus, Kuzma is getting a lot of praise over top of Brandon Ingram. I mean, media-wise. So I think Brandon Ingram will be the hot topic of the trade of anything, him and Lonzo, and the draft pick. So anyway, Kawhi wants out. Greg Popovich, if y'all follow Greg Popovich, you already know that he already stated that he's not sending Kawhi to, a team on the West, because he got to see that team anywhere from 2 to 4 times, 3 to 4 times, however it may be, depending on whatever the outcomes is, stuff like that. But usually 4 times, depending on their division. So he don't want to send him to the West, because remember, here's the thing: San Antonio can send him wherever they want to send him at. Period. But Kawhi could say, because he already said that he wanted to go to LA, saying what PG-13 said. See, these are guys that want to come to LA. But this is where I stand at. The same thing I said about PG-13 is the same thing I said about Kawhi Leonard. I know a lot of fans say, no, let's go ahead and make the trade. Let's go get him. The only way I will make this trade is because of LeVar Ball. I love LeVar Ball. Y'all know, for those that follow me, you know how I feel about LeVar Ball. I love him. But he constantly keep putting his foot in his mouth. I understand that he want to, push the brand. I understand he think that, by telling Magic, like, listen, if you don't make this move, I'm going to go ahead and pull Alonzo too. And when you do that, it's like, okay, you basically put Magic back against the wall to make their decision even much more easier. So the fan base won't really turn on Magic if they do make that move to trade Lonzo Ball. Because now it's playing in Magic Johnson's favor. Because now Magic Johnson can say, you know what? We can go ahead and ship Lonzo between Kuzma or Brandon Ingram and the draft pick to San Antonio. And we get those Zubac in there too as well. So we can ship 3 guys and a draft pick just for Kawhi Leonard. The only problem I have with that is Kawhi Leonard hasn't really played since the injury. He only played a couple games last season. We don't know what we getting. I know a lot of fans say it don't matter. Go ahead and just make the move, this and that. I wouldn't make the move. I know y'all guys can hate me all you want. I wouldn't make the move. Because here's the thing. LeBron James is a free agent. PG-13 is a free agent. Chris Paul is a free agent. Now, going back, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit because, like I said, the only way I would make the move is based on LeVar's situation. Other than that, I wouldn't make the move. But if LeVar put my back to the wall, I have to make that move. Because if this man telling me that, okay, say if the Lakers decide, like, look, we're not bringing LiAngelo in here, we're going in a different route, then they already know that LeVar Ball is going to pull his son anyway when the player option come up. So why not make the move? It makes sense. Trade Lonzo, be done away with the LeVar Ball fiasco. Even though I love it, though. I love the attention of it. I just like to hear LeVar Ball talk. Because one thing about me as a black man, I love to hear another black man who's in support of his sons. We can sit here and bash the man all we want, talk bad about him, this and that. But you tell me, when do you ever see a black man push all his kids through college, or even push them in the point where they're like, they have a chance to, become a business mark, where they actually are, they coming straight out of college or high school, wherever it may be. One already in the NBA. He's trying to get the other 2 in the NBA. He's trying to push his brand. That'd be the first time in history that you ever have a man do that with his kids. Push their brand, sow their brand, their merchandise and all that. And, it's a beautiful thing for them. But at the same time, if you telling Magic Johnson that, listen, if I don't sign LiAngelo Ball, you don't sign LiAngelo Ball, we're going to pull, then Magic Johnson have to make that move with Kawhi Leonard. That's the risk that we have to take. Because in reality, like I said before, even if we do get Kawhi, we got too many small forwards in that position. I know a couple of them can play guard spots, but still, that's a wonderful thing. And I know Magic right now moving his hand like baby. Birdman, you know what I'm saying? He rubbing his hand like, yeah, baby. Put some respect on that name. But anyway, I will make the move. I will make the move only based on the fact of what LeVar said. But, like I said, it's up to Greg Popovich. But here's the thing. Kawhi could tell him, like, listen, I don't care who you trade me to. I'm not signing an extended contract with him. Once this year is up, 2019 come around, I'm a free agent. I am a free agent. I'm not signing no extended contract. So most teams are going to back out based on that alone, because he already said he want to go to LA. Now, the only team that I could see that really be in the run is, besides the Lakers, that can make a move on him, is probably Boston. I mean, Boston would probably be pretty good for him, because one thing about Danny, he is a mastermind, and he will make moves and and do things in order to try to pursue Kawhi Leonard. So it will be about 4 teams that's actually going to be looking for Kawhi Leonard. I know the Lakers are in the front running. I know they're happy to hear about this, because now Kawhi finally came out and said something. At first the media was trying hard just to dig some dirt up, and they couldn't dig nothing up. But then eventually this popped up. So it's very beautiful to hear about that. The only sad part is that, yeah, we're going to probably wind up losing 2 of our young players. We're never going to see Lonzo Ball develop if they make the trade. But you can't sleep on Kawhi. Now, here's the thing I want to throw out there, too. Based on the fact that, say if they do lose Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram, the draft pick, and Zubac. I'm not really counting on Zubac. Excuse me for the noise. That's a dirt bike. I'm in the back in my yard. But anyway, just say, for instance, is this. All right, they lose Lonzo. Remember, Chris Paul's a free agent too, and him and LeBron James are real good friends. They're good friends. Him, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Carmelo Anthony. Now, if Chris Paul see that LeBron James, PG-13, and now if they make the move to get Kawhi, all of them team up at that team on LA, he might think of his chances of winning a championship with Houston might be very slim. And he's getting old. He's not a young puppy. He's like in his 30s. So here's the thing. What if all four of them, and I know it's just hypothetically speaking, but what if all four of them guys decide to take pay cuts and go to LA to play? I think I'd be done with basketball. I don't even want to watch it no more, because the game be so lopsided, unbalanced. It's like we already know for the next 3 to 4 years who's going to the who's going to the Western Conference Finals. Because I mean, the East is going to be so weak and unbalanced, it's going to be ridiculous. I mean, unless Boston and Philadelphia keep their players and develop them and also bring other players in, then you'll have the likes of Philadelphia and Boston that can give the West a run for their money. But besides them two, that's basically it. I mean, it's going to basically be a battle of the Lakers versus the Golden State Warriors, and whoever win go to the final. That might be a flawless victory, get over here type style, where they just freaking whoever get there, they're going to go either 4-1 or 4-0, a sweep on whoever they play. I mean, I like Stevens; he's a good coach and all that, but goddamn, you got Golden State Warriors, who are the Justice League of the NBA. And you got to make a villain team. You got to make either the Legion of Doom or you got to make the Avengers. And right now in the movie theaters, the Avengers are the hot commodity. So why not? Why not go ahead and put LeBron there? Superman, Super Braun. Bat Curry. All them guys over there. I'm saying Super LeBron. I'm getting a little tipsy. Listen. At the end of the day, the only thing I can say right now is that the ball is in Kawhi Leonard's hand. He controls the outcome because he's a free agent at the end of the season. So even if they try to see that, that's the thing. Even though Greg Popovich don't want to trade him to the West, Kawhi will have to force his hand. And when Kawhi forces his hand, he'll tell him, anybody trade for me, I am a free agent at the end of the season. I'm not signing no extended contract. That means that Greg Popovich and the San Antonio Spurs front office will be desperate because they know they're going to lose somebody and not get nothing in return. Where they're going to be forced to trade him to LA. It's going to happen. So I'm just telling all your Laker fans, you might just go ahead and just suck it up. The young guys are out the door, and welcome in Kawhi Leonard, because it's going to happen. Because if Kawhi played his game right, he can force his hand, and or because they're going to have to do like Indiana. Indiana decided, screw it, we're going to see you to OKC anyway with PG-13. San Antonio might do the same thing. I mean, OKC was kind of crazy to make that move, but they figured that if he get a good season in with them guys, he might, change his mind. But PG-13 come out and say that, he would love to play for LeBron. Because remember, before PG-13 went to OKC, he already stated that he would love to go to Cleveland to play with LeBron, only if LeBron would sign an extended contract for like 2 years. But Indiana decided to send him to OKC. Cause they're like, no, we're not gonna send you to our rival. We're gonna send you over west. And that's the same I think the Spurs gonna do. The Spurs, somebody gonna be desperate, and somebody gonna jump out on Kawhi. Somebody gonna be real desperate. Whereas the Brooklyn Nets, I don't know who gonna probably offer the best deal, but somebody in the East is gonna be desperate. And they're going to make that move, and they're going to take a chance, hoping that Kawhi going to stay. And Kawhi going to wind up rolling out 2019. It's going to happen. That's the only way I can see it happen. But if the Spurs look at it as a gamble and opportunity to get, some draft picks, a couple players, they're going to jump on it. And one thing about the Spurs, man, I can say this, though. They do know how to draft some good players, some good quality players. The Spurs is one of them teams, one of them dynasties that have been around since the dinosaur ages. And them boys, man, regardless of who's there, man, they're going to make the playoff. They almost missed it this year, but they're going to make the playoff. They ain't make no noise. But they'll be back in there because Greg Popovich, his system is pretty decent. But anyway, this video getting long, man. But like I said, everything is in the Kawhi Leonard's in court, man. But I feel like this, in the day, the Lakers can just really sit. They ain't even really got to jump. If Kawhi Leonard said that he want to come here, he's going to be a free agent at the end of the season. You don't have to say, the Lakers ain't got to do nothing. Because you think about it, like I said, PG-13 and LeBron James are both free agents. And if the Lakers wind up getting one of the two of them, shucks, we're gonna make the playoff. You know, one of the two of them, we're gonna make the playoff. We were PG-13 or LeBron. Only difference, LeBron probably get us a little bit. I think LeBron will get us past the second round. PG-13 might just get us in the first round. But the point is, we still will make the playoffs. So it's not like, see, this is where the Lakers actually can right now be like, you know what, the ball's in our court. We don't have to make no moves, because now this is no longer Mitch Kupchak or Jim Buss. This is now Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka. So now, based on that alone, players want to come here. Kobe set the tone, and that's why I respect Kobe. I know I used to always get on Kobe about, you know, how he hurt the players, hurt the team and stuff like that by being selfish. But Kobe set the tone, even with the LaMarcus Aldridge thing, why he didn't come here. When Kobe simply said, listen, and I knew he had to say that because he got the same attitude he had off the court now. The same thing he's saying about LeBron and a whole bunch of other stuff, he said the same thing when he was playing. Well, he must have told LaMarcus Aldridge, you know, hey man, listen, we shouldn't have to, you know, ask you to come. You know you should want to come. Look at LA. You know, many people want to come play for LA. He basically stated, nobody, we should have to bag free agents to come here. They should want to come here. So you got to think about it. He probably said the same to LaMarcus Aldridge, and the reason why LaMarcus Aldridge backed off for a minute, then they got another second interview, because Mitch and them was probably begging him to come back. You know, after Kobe already said what he had to say, the same thing he said about Dwight Howard when he asked him to dress up in a suit for Dwight Howard. He came in there with shorts and the t-shirt. Because he's like, man, what am I going to dress up for him for? I got the rings, he ain't win nothing. And I understand that. I understand, you know, Kobe's egotistic, but I understand all that. But the thing is, what I'm saying today is that Kobe made a valid point. The Lakers should not be begging players to want to come here. Players should want to come here. So now you got PG-13 talking about he want to come here. DeMarcus Cousins 2 years ago said he wanted to come here. Now Kawhi said he wanted to come here. So you got all these guys that saying they want to come play for LA. We ain't got to chase nobody. We got enough money to sign two valid players, you know, 2 max players. And if I was Kawhi, well, not Kawhi, because he'd be a free agent in 2019 unless the Lakers made trade for him. If I was PG-13, DeMarcus Cousins, because that's why I'd rather have PG-13 DeMarcus Cousins. I'm hoping LeBron go to Boston. I know people disagree with me, but that's where I hope he go at. I want the East. I just want the game to be balanced. I don't really want everybody piled up on the West and to be lopsided. And Adam Silver got to change the playoff format. You know how he was saying earlier, LeBron and them don't agree with it, where the best team meet the worst team. It ain't no West versus East. They just keep meeting up like almost similar like the NCAA. I don't like that format. I rather like the West 8 against the East 8, and the final 2 meet up in the finals. But anyway, I'd rather have PG-13 and DeMarcus Cousins, and Kawhi Leonard will be a free agent at the end of the season. You know, if San Antonio trade him, but that's what I would do, because if you can get DeMarcus Cousins and PG-13, we're guaranteed to make the playoff. Simple as that. Especially I'm hoping that DeMarcus Cousins is healthy. But going back to what I said before, but if LeVar Ball states what he said and he makes claim on that, if he tell Magic when he sit down and talk to him, because I know Magic talked to LeVar, and he tell him like, listen, this is what we plan on doing. You know, I want all my boys on the team together. You know, imagine that it can bring a lot of ratings and a lot of media attention to LA. But imagine say, you know what, I understand that, but we want to go in a different direction. We're not going to sign LiAngelo. Then LeVar gonna probably tell him like, well, when Lonzo Ball's player options up, we're out the door. The man say, okay, you know what? Then what we're going to do is we're going to trade him now. Then maybe you can get with San Antonio and see if San Antonio will take your 2 boys. And you know what I mean? So it'd be a mutual respect between LeVar and Magic, but we got to look at the whole scenario. You know, and that's why I said today, it all based on, is Magic going to make that move? Are they going to be forced to make the move? Because LeVar Ball, like I said, he just probably put his foot in his mouth. He probably just helped Magic make that decision. Because they probably going to say the same thing about PG-13. We'll just wait, come in with PG-13. They make a move with PG-13. Well, they were going to try to trade players, but Larry Bird at the time didn't want those players. So, because they wanted Brandon Ingram. And he didn't want to let go of Brandon Ingram. But now, remember, before this, Matt Johnson simply said, all the players available. Not just Brandon Ingram, not just, Brandon Ingram untouchable. He said all players available. So, you never know. It might be a swap just for Kawhi for Brandon Ingram. Might be just a one-on-one swap. Never know. And they might still keep Lonzo Ball. You know, I'm just telling people like it is. And today, we don't know. We don't know what's going on. Like I said, this is breaking news. You know, imagine him, like I said, lipping their chops right now. Him and Pelinka probably dancing right now in the rain, butt naked with baby diapers on, Dookie running down their legs. Because they're so excited. Because I'm going to be honest with you, that's what I just did right now. I got my Depends on right now, and Dookie running down my leg because I'm excited too. Because I feel good, man. I mean, Don't get me wrong, I want the young players, I want to see them develop, but to hear players now want to come back to LA, I feel like I feel like I just want to zap out right now. I just want to jump out the back of a window, man, and go bite a rat off his head and throw it out in the front of a car, and then jump on the back of a truck and get smacked 3 times and get flatlined. I'm just excited, man. I'm tipsy. I'm excited. I'm drinking wine. You know what I mean? I'm about to black out. I don't know about you guys, but to hear players wanting to come to play for LA, oh my gosh. But I'm going to say this one thing, and I'm going to get off this because I don't want this video to run. But what if what if Chris Paul, PG-13, and LeBron, right, all decide to take pay cuts and come to LA, and then they make the move to trade Kawhi Leonard and give up Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram? Even though I don't want to think like that, because I mean, at the end of the day, it'd be so unbalanced. But golly, I'm just thinking. But anyway, it's your man Urban Lover. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all get in the comments and tell them what you think, man. Listen, I love it. I love to hear this stuff. That's why they like about free agency, man. The off season. I think sometimes the off season is better than the freaking season itself, man. Just to see where players going to go. You know, see how long players keep us in suspense, like LeBron James. But I'll be honest with you, if I was Magic, I wouldn't wait on LeBron James. I'll go ahead and talk to PG-13 soon. The opportunity to talk to him is, you know, that day when I think it's the 25th. The 25th is the draft. Well, whatever day it is that they can start talking to free agents, I'll talk to PG-13 first. I know he wants LeBron James bad, but I would definitely talk to PG-13 to see where it goes. I would definitely talk to DeMarcus Cousins too, man. I'm being honest with you. Lakers have enough money, and now the Lakers are in the driver's seat. It ain't no Mitch and Jim where we begging players, sitting around hoping that somebody come and wind up picking up an old man and somebody's grandpa that came off the boat. You know what I mean? Now we got players breaking out doors saying they want to play for LA. You hear that? That's Showtime back. Well, not Showtime, but that's Laker greatness back when we was good. But anyway, this video driving on too long. Hey man, y'all take care and have a good one. I'm about to nod off.